It's so funny too because you're so used to yelling at Nick for him being Nick, and that carries through sometimes when he actually is making sense and you just don't see it. You're like, God damn it, this guy again, this son of a bitch.
I'm at the store.
You're like, oh,
wait, what's the store?
Oh, that makes sense actually.
I retract that.
Dude, again, I mentioned it on the show how I was listening to just like old episodes, and it was the one where Nick was like, you wish I was your mom. But it's also when we're inside ordering, and that's when he goes, jalapenos. And
Eric goes,
and you go,
I had it with this guy.
And you go, yeah, you look at the cashier and you go, I'm gonna kill this guy. You say, I'm gonna kill this guy. I remember telling you about it later in the day, and you're like, I said that? And I was like, oh, yeah. And Nick goes, I didn't hear that.
Eric, I think I remember that happening, and I looked at the guy, and the guy was just like,
no reaction.
Please order.
No reaction at all. He was like, I'm going to kill this guy. 1 second later, you're like, hey, Michael, they're calling you into work. Okay, talk about references. Okay, so on another episode, they were out of drink lids, and I asked them for drink lids, and they handed me a lot, and I looked at Jordan, and I said, I guess I work here now. That was months ago. And just even though you can listen to it and not understand what you said, like I feel like the average person won't even clock that. Right? Like if you said like, oh, they're calling Michael, and they're like, haha, Jordan's, I'm like, maybe they need someone to work here or something. I don't know what I mean.
That's funny, I guess.
Who thinks that's an actual specific one instant reference from 6 months ago? And we just don't stop.
I felt so vindicated when people watched that ride along, and then they went, Nick, this is crazier than I thought. Nick just says jalapenos. He's gasping in the parking lot.
And he's your mom. That one was particularly wild, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
As much as
that one's probably the weirdest one.
We like to
you wish I was your mom.
We like to shackle Nick to the bunkie a lot and like sometimes play up his weirdness, and sometimes we don't. And he lets it ride.
That was self-imposed.
And Eric goes, please stop riding. Get off the bus, please. Just all of that happened in like 25 minutes. It was a lot.
Just want you to stop saying odd shit.
Yeah. or like saying odd shit while you stand behind him and block him in a corner going, pew, 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 pew. Like I know we joke about it now, and it's such a thing, but it really happened where you were trapped, and he's like, it's not like he's not doing a bit.
No.
Like him going, oh, at the sandwich. He just gets so excited about something when Eric's doing 5 other things. And like it happened fucking today when we were bringing out the utensils and the freestyle both. He's like, look, Sprite. And then we were like, "Oh, get your utensils." And there was 2 knives, and then in like 2 knives out of like 8 trays. Yeah. That's it. And I was like, "Oh, get a picture." And I was coming a picture, and Nick's like, "No napkins, no napkins. There's no napkins either."
He's just pushing the thing up and down. Here's the thing, Nick.
So fucking funny.
Nick is like this, and it's like we didn't know for a long time. But I have 2 companies with him, and the thing that's happening now is that Gavin is seeing him be himself. He's not putting on a bit.
Does Gavin then go?
I know.
Does Gavin then go? I guess I could dial it back.
Gavin can't believe what's happening. We played this game Squirrel with a Gun on Friday.
I've been playing the fuck out of it.
It's awesome. We watched Nick play it. It was like watching a maniac control it. He would just start doing shit. And then it's like,
what do you do?
Squirrel with a gun.
It's like, here's how you solve this puzzle. And he's just fucking jumping around, fucking banging in the air.
Did you know if you press A right before you hit the ground from a high fall, you do a superhero punch and you don't take
damage?
Yeah,
we learned
Shockwave.
We learned that, and then we also watched him play Last of Us 2 on like hard mode, grounded, whatever. He's good at the game in bursts. Where he's really good at the game, where you go like, that was fucking sick. And then one more thing happens. He panic. It might as well be him going,
give me a cold rag.
He falls apart in a spectacular fashion and then has to redo it.
One thing goes wrong.
But then loses the ability to repeat all previous success. So these bursts are like, holy shit, that was sick. Oh man, he died. 40 minutes
Yeah,
later.
that's like
how are we still here? Our next food court is November 7th at 7 p.m. Central Time. Be on the Discord to be there, hear the food rulings, be a part of history. The future's what we make it, and our heroes are making it better for you and your food crimes. We'll release all of that for free later, but if you want to see it live, you got to sign up over at patreon.com/100%eat. Right now, you can check out that and every episode of the Michael Jordan podcast. Go check it out over at patreon.com/100%eat. Thank you.